This is Mong Kok Station. Mong Kok is an MTR station in Mong Kok, Kowloon, Hong Kong. The station is one of the first MTR stations established in the city, serving Kun Tong and TransWA lines. It is now used by more than 200,000 passengers daily. The color scheme for the Mong Kok Station is dim red. The station was initially named after Argyle Street as Argyle. The station opened on December 31st, 1979, originally as part of the Kun Tong line. When the TransWA line opened in 1982, the station became an interchange station between the two lines. Mong Kok Station, located in the center of Mong Kok in Kowloon along Nathan Road, at the intersection with Argyle Street. Major nearby places include Moko, Langham Place, TOP, and the Pioneer Center. Mong Kok East Station is about 500 meters to the northeast. Up that way. Mong Kok Station serves as a cross-platform interchange for passengers changing between the TransWA and Kun Tong lines for stations in the same direction. Opposite direction interchange of the same lines on the same opposite direction interchange. Cross-platform interchange can happen at Prince Edward and Yau Ma Tei. Yau Ma Tei not cross-platform interchange, but cross-platform interchange at Prince Edward if you want to do the opposite direction change. Mong Kok East Station and Mong Kok Station are considerably far apart. To reach Mong Kok East from Mong Kok, use exit B3, walk up the Mong Kok Road for bridge system, and go via Moko to reach Mong Kok East. Passengers wishing to transfer to the East Rail line can do so or change at Kowloon Tong Station. On the Kun Tong line, Mong Kok Station has 15 entrances, tied with East Tsim Sha Tsui Station as stations with most exits in MTR. The exits are located within 1 block north and south of the intersection of Nathan Road and Argyle Street, connecting buildings, shopping centers, main roads, and ground transport facilities nearby. Along Nathan Road, the busiest road of the entire Hong Kong transport network, literally jamming every single day. Not jamming right now because it's off peak, but during peak, you see how many routes driving along. That's so many buses. Alright, let's do it. Mong Kok Station. 15 entrances. That's miserable. Here we are at A. Now the thing is, it's actually only A to E, but a lot of things are split into like tons of other exits. There are A1. This is actually one of the probably the least used exit because I don't really see a whole lot of people using it. More routes actually travel at the back instead of actually using Nathan Road. So a lot of routes serves this area. At least I think 30 to 40 routes because both City Bus and KMB are serving it. Here we are at Butte Street, I think. Portland Street at the back here. Portland Street is actually a very long street. It stretches along all the way to Yau Ma Tei. And we also have 5 Street, which is, I think, this road, that street over there, or the street next to it. This is close. This is the toppest part of Mong Kok East Station, Mong Kok Station. If you continue walking along Nathan Road that way, you can just go to Prince Edward Station. But this is the toppest part of Mong Kok Station. There won't be any more exits back there as Mong Kok East, Mong Kok Station. More routes. Let's enter the station. We have exit B literally just across the road. We'll go there next. Let's get down there. A1 here, A2 is just at the back. So no difference, it's just the same spot. Let's walk down. There's the lift here. No thanks, we'll walk. Okay, that's good. Now there were cops in the station I earlier saw, so hopefully they have left until they reach that point. Mong Kok Station is one of the most used stations on this entire system. During rush hour, it should be very, very packed. Considering the interchanges are perfectly aligned, because it's perfect interchange instead of actually having the wrong way. So it's perfect interchange for all of the people to do. Later on, we'll show you when we head down to the platform. Alright, here we are at the concourse. Down from A, we just walk across to go to B real fast. Now the exit I usually use is E, which is at the end of the other side. And we'll go to B. This goes to TOP, which is short form for This Is Our Place. It's just a shopping center, but it has 4 branches, B1 to B4. Let's get up there. We have using escalators, so let's not film it. Up 1, let's get up. All right, made it up now. We have branches here. B3 is all the way over there. Direct exit B4 here into TOP. This is just the entrance that you saw earlier on when we were across the road. And this is going into the other way at Fa Yun Street, Saiyan Choi Street South. And we have B3. This one is for Mong Kok East Station. You can see it literally states Mong Kok East Station. You can walk. Let's walk this one. Never actually walked this path because I never do this interchange between Mong Kok and Mong Kok East Station. Never do that. It's just stupid because you need to exit the gates and then enter again. So why not just take all the way to Kun Tong and then take it the other way back? I know it's a very, very stupid loop, but when you're already in the MTEL system, so why not just go ahead? So this is B3. I did use this one once when I walked down from Moko. So it's actually a very, very smooth way to actually go to Mong Kok East Station. Just use this exit. As soon as you get up, you can immediately go up the footbridge. Yes, just immediately go up the footbridge. Here's Saiyan Choi Street South. For some of the routes to go along, 688 here. But I want to say is, this road is the worst idea for buses to drive through because all of the routes here should be double-deckers, literally every bus. And then look at this road, so narrow. And always there are illegal parkings along this road. Parking along the bus stops lane over there. So in and off, everything is jamming. You see already jamming. Like what the hell? Literally, you cannot even turn at the front earlier, some of the buses. Literally miserable. This is a terrible design for the routes. I don't know why they need to drive through here. I'd rather you drive at the other path over there. You see how jammy this looks. But if you want to go to Mong Kok East Station, get up here, walk the footbridge all the way to the back. You have Moko, then it's Mong Kok East Station. We'll look at Mong Kok East Station in the next video. Here we are, a little bit of Mong Kok. It's an old area. This side is older, but for you guys to visit for tourists, it's down at the bottom for the other exits. So we're not gonna walk the footbridge, it's just all the way up there, Mong Kok East Station, around a 10-minute walk. Alright, go back down. Alright, into the station again. We can walk through to the other side for the exits. Actually, we need to walk this way, I kind of forgot about that. Because we have C. C is not at the end of the platform. C exit is actually right in the middle. And D is actually also in the middle, but we're not gonna care about what is in the station yet. We'll care about that later on. So we have shops along the whole, both sides here, of course. Decent amount of gates. You see how many people uses the station. Holy moly. Very, very good variety of shops. Everything's literally here. 7-Eleven should have one, or a Circle K. Home Fok Tong, snack shop, bakeries, everything is here. We even have a supplement shop over there, All Supreme. Buying some of the supplement products from Australia. Accessory shops, cool. And yeah, just accessories here, pretty cool. Popcorn again. We actually have a very cool shop at the end of the station at exit E. But we'll get there soon. We'll go to C first, which is on this side of the road in the middle here. Which C and D is actually pretty cool because they are linked. Yes, they are linked. You can actually walk above one floor to connect with both exits, which is actually very cool. So C is probably one of the most used exit because it's the exit directly leads you into the biggest shopping center around here, Langham Place. C is this C1. Oh my gosh, there's C4. Langham Place C. Let's do it. And here's the sign saying buy the subway at the upper level to exit D, which is just across the other side. But we'll just do this then. We'll walk up exit C and we'll come back down from exit D. And here we are. Should be pretty much right here, all of the stuff. Okay, this is actually very confusing. Yeah, this is actually very confusing. C4 here, literally leading just back up to the road. We're not gonna go too much with the exits. Here's C3, which leads you directly into Langham Place. There's the underpass, which directly leads you into the underground levels of the shopping center. We can walk to the shopping center a little bit, but first let's deal with the other exits here. This is C1 and C2 here. Let's see where is this. Let's walk up one of them. Let's see what it is. I don't think we were going to walk into the shopping center. You guys just need to look at the exterior of Langham Place, which we can definitely... Oh, I know where this is. Yep, this is the path for all of the routes to go across to Tai Kok Choi and Olympic Station, which is just at the back. And Langham Place. Langham Place. And oh, okay. I can actually see Langham Place from my house, I think. Actually, no, that's stupid. No, I cannot see it. That's stupid. But back down there is Olympic Station and Tai Kok Choi for a lot of routes. So, it was not in service. Any buses driving and I ain't nothing. But that's Langham Place. That one should be C4. Yes, that one's C4, and C1 is literally just back there. So C1, C2 on this side, we just exit C2, so C1 is over there, just behind us. Right there. Right there. And then we have C4 over there, and C3 leading into Langham Place. Alright, let's go back down. And we'll walk to D with the underpass over here. Alright, made it back down now. You can just walk that one into the shops. And D. Walk straight through. Right through, yes. This way you can also go to Mong Kok with D because it goes to the main street of Argyle Street, which is one of the longest streets. Argyle Street is the longest street because it's just street, but it's literally links from Mong Kok here all the way to Kowloon City, which is one of the longest streets. And we have a shortest road in Hong Kong, which is Hop Yat Road, which is actually in To Kwa Wan, just basically a circuit. Literally around a block, and they call that a road. So we have some of these oddity things around here for Hong Kong roads. And there you guys have it. That's from D. That's from C walked over to D, which is linked. D1, D2, D3, D4, I think. So many exits. D3 here. Yeah, only D3. Okay, good. That was scary if there are more. Let's go up D1 and D2. Probably can see D3, so... I don't know actually, maybe. We'll see. Let's just walk up one of these. D1. So many stairs. Now technically the station is not big. It's just in the center of Mong Kok. Just a bunch of exits branch off. Let's see where this is. Can I see it? Oh yeah, definitely. No problem. Oh, this is just across the other side. Oh, son of a bitch. Across over there, see? We were just there. D1 here. Where is D2? Oh, D3 over there. And D2 should be just behind us. Yep. There's D2. Mong Kok is also... environment of Mong Kok is not that great, but... And then here is the street that we saw with Beats, Sion Choi Street South, which with all terrible system of the buses jamming inside this road. Yep. And there is the footbridge just back there to get you to Mong Kok. Or if you want to walk this way, you can also lead to Mong Kok. D3 over there. If you just walk this way, you can see at the back. If you can see it at the back, all the way at the back, that's an hour train running over there on the bridge. That's Mong Kok East Station. For East Rail Line, you can just walk over there. So D3 over there, we don't need to go there. This is that street. That is the exit for you to go to a lot of the shops and the famous spots, including Sneaker Street, Ladies Market, and the Mong Kok Center area with Sino Center and also of the shops. Yes. But we have exit E, which goes deeper down there to serve that area. So let's go to E now. Alright, so walk it back down from D2 and let's go down to the concourse. Back again. Alright, let's go. We're now on the other side where we enter from exit C over there, and now we walked over to the other side now, to D. Which is good that they connect these two, then you don't need to go down to the bottom here with all the crowd jamming in the concourse. There's C over there. Does they have the sign saying this way instead? that links to C? Yes, it does. There's that. All right, let's go to E, which is over the side. E is actually a very nice design for the exit because they actually break up the passengers coming down and the passengers going out, which is very good because during rush hours you're gonna get jammed if you don't do so. Over here we got food, mostly for shops, literally food. 7-Eleven, mostly food, including a very crazy shop over there. Are the cops gone yet? They were here earlier on and they're gone. Nice. Yes, the cops were standing over there earlier on. E is CMB Wing Lung Bank Center, but that's basically a lame description for the exit because that's like the thing that as soon as you exit the station, it will be that. But basically that's one of the most useless things. Now, of course, you can cheat the system by walking literally where the other people coming down. This is the path coming down, no escalators whatsoever. The path going up has 2 escalators. And this is one of the shops I always think that is actually very nice. They put a puff shop right when the people comes down. So everyone just smell it as soon as they come down. Very nice. Makes them feel hungry. But I'm not gonna go opposite the direction of where people is coming down. So let's just take the escalator up. Let's just walk the escalator, which is pretty lame for y'all because when you go up you get escalators, but when you come back down you get none. But anyways, let's get up. And oh my gosh.
Wait.
Okay. A slipper got stuck in the escalator. That is going to be a big problem for those guys. We have E1 and E2. They are actually across Nathan Road, with Nathan Road literally above us actually right now. So we'll go to E1 because that's the more important side. E2 is basically where we just saw most of it, mostly. So this side leads into the inner street of Mong Kok. Let's walk up there. And after you walk up, CMB Wing Lung Bank. That's the one thing that they listed on the exit, but that's basically the only thing that's out here. But the most important thing is back here with all of the inner streets. Back there we have Sneaker Street, which is basically a lot of the Adidas, Nike, all of the sportswear shop that's actually open back there. So they call them Sneaker Street, which is just not an official name, okay? It's just a nickname. And here we are. D3 over there. Literally D3 right there. So this is the inner street where you can just walk along here. Nelson Street, it's a famous street here in Mong Kok. Down there is actually having a lot of snack shops with local food stalls which you can enjoy. This is a fun place to actually explore for you guys. And if you walk this way, you see how many people here in Mong Kok. Jeez Louise. Out in the public, so no worries to film. But let's walk this way. Because you can't actually do selling activities inside the MTR station, the end of they just swarm the outside of the exit and just give you crap. And just distributes vouchers for a lot of people. But here's Nathan Road. E2 over there. And Langham Place. Which that exit also works if you want to go to Langham Place, which is just behind. So, main road here with all the routes, of course. It's actually very small because up there, if you see that bridge, all the way back there, you see that bridge? That's basically where we started the video. That's A. That's where A is. Literally just at the back. So it's not big, not big at all, Mong Kok Station. But it's just every exit branch off to everywhere to connect everything. Very nice. And I usually go down there to go to Sino Center, which I can just buy or look at some of the K-pop albums. Something that I like. That's it for all of the exits. All 15 exits explored. Let's go down to enter the gates. Made it back down. Like I said, as you enter the station, you have the puff shop. And let's enter the gates. You see how many machines over here that they have for you to deal with your card and ticket issues. 8 processors here. Holy moly. Let's enter the gates. Alright, we've made it into the gates now. There's actually one thing that actually I have to add marks since I come over here. Literally since I come into the station, originally giving a score, and I need to add extra marks to that score now after I came to the station and looked at it. And I'm amazed and I appreciate that they actually did this upgrade. For sure before they don't have this upgrade. Now they have it. Very nice. Service center here. Literally in the middle of the station. Very, very decent. Really like the escalators designs here because the platforms are 2 levels. There are of course separate escalators to lead you down to the separate levels. That means from here down to the first level and then the first level down to the second level. They have separate escalators. And of course they also have straight through escalators to run straight down to the bottom floor for you guys from the concourse instead of actually touching the middle. Which I think right here is one is... Okay, so this is for the upper level. And then the other level will be over there. This is a straight through escalator without any interruptions with the middle floor. So this is very, very nice, the system. So I'll show you a little bit with the escalator. Hopefully I can peek here. Yep, here we are. You can see the middle floor, escalator, non-stop all the way to the bottom floor. So very nice designs. Of course they have separate escalators to just bring you down 1 level. And then we have express going down 2 levels in one go. And of course there are escalators from the middle floor down to the bottom floor without touching the concourse for you to do. Maybe you failed your interchange. The thing that I really want to say, I appreciate Mong Kok Station that they actually upgrade this, is back here. Look at what it says up there. Toilets! Yes! For all of the old stations, they shouldn't have any toilets, but they've recently added in a toilet. You can definitely see the difference in the construction style. Over here is pretty old. And then we have a brand new little glass over here with the toilets. This is definitely a new feature that they don't have before. You can see the difference with the stuff. I need to use the toilet, so I appreciate it. Ooh, that feels great. The toilet is so necessary. Now you can see the women's one completely full. Everyone's lining up. Even the male one's actually having some queues going on. Like usually you don't see queues for the male one. But this is one of the unfortunate things. One of the escalators are dead, but that's not a big problem considering this is actually a very complete station. Let's head down to the platform. We'll go down. Unfortunately, we won't be taking the express escalator because we need to go through both platforms. So we'll take a 1 floor down to the TransWA and Till Keng Lang bound platform. Let's look for one. Alright, let's get it. This is the first floor for the platforms. And you can see that side is an express from the bottom floor, non-stop all the way to the concourse. And we stop at the first floor here. And perfect interchange, you see. Till Keng Lang, TransWA. Same direction going this way. And then you can just do cross-platform interchange. Now it's actually both platforms you can do platform interchange because people coming from Central and past Yau Ma Tei, they can just take them to here, walk over here to Till Keng Lang. While these guys, when they're taking from Whampoa and Ho Man Tin, they just walk over here and change to TransWA. Very, very useful. Before this side, because for Kun Tong line, before they terminate at Yau Ma Tei, which is just 1 station away, which is the same station for TransWA line, so they don't do cross-platform interchange this way. But now basically is for real a cross-platform interchange that both sides will have people actually walking across. Very, very useful. Same happens to the bottom floor. Let's go down to 1 more floor. It's both just basically 2 island platforms, but you see how many people are using the station. We'll go down 1 more floor. This is an up one though. Oh my gosh, this is an up one. The escalator is at the end of the platform. Let's walk over there. Number 1 here for the train. What's number 1 for the day? I can't see a number. Holy crap. 859. Oh, 367, 368 for C train for the first train of the day. And now let's go down. There we are. Down to the 2nd floor of the platform, Central and Whampoa direction. Let's do it. 1 more floor down. Oh my gosh, I think someone spilled things over here. It's so sticky, the floor. But here is the 2nd floor. Again, perfect interchange, you see. Everyone just walking over. Before, again, it is actually pointless for these guys to run here to get this side because this side just 1 more station and terminates, which is the same station as this side. But now it's extended to Whampoa, so basically again is a cross-platform interchange for both sides, which again is very, very useful. 363 here, and but both platforms same designs. Red here, some brown, some gray ones. Nice color contrast, really like it. Where you will see the platform in detail when we spot trains across the whole platforms. That's everything related to the description of Mong Kok Station. I don't really like the station honestly because it's so packed during rush hours. And now one thing about the environment is the nearby areas are not really that hygienic with a lot of crappy things around and dirty things. But if I just talk about the station, it is a very, very useful station in the center of Hong Kong, and it serves it nicely with every single exit leading to places that it needs to be around this small little area, while the other areas will be served by other stations. Nice platform system with the interchange, utilized perfectly, that people just walk across. Although the tracks are very, very confusing for the tracks, because it actually needs to overlap each other for the tracks. There are actually crossovers to get to the other side as well when there are some failures. Because when there are signal failures past Mong Kok for Kun Tong line trains actually cross over and continue as a TransWA line train and terminates at Central. Which recently in 2022 or 2023 there was a signal failure, ended up having C trains on TransWA line. Which is so funny because you can see C trains in Central. Which you haven't seen for a long time. Before they have put C trains on TransWA line to test it out, but then they ditched it. So, but overall speaking, everything is perfect. One thing that I don't like, the only thing that I don't like, there's so many exits with no escalators. Considering it's so old, but like they actually add in the toilets, Mong Kok will get a rating of 4.5 out of 5. Let's spot some trains. Oh, we got a 2B gen over here, which is cool. I think it got swapped over, is it? That's not really 2B gen, it's just a 2A, isn't it? But 231, 246. But there are holes on the doors, which is cool. You don't see that many holes in there. I think this is a 2B gen on this side, but the other side is a 2A. Two, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, I'm getting there with the remembering of the numbers. Because after doing so many of these stations and so many of the same batch of trains for most of the stations. So, TransWA line, I think I remembered most of them. Probably not the Gen 2C or the Gen 3 ones, but yeah. Well, the Gen 2 ones should be, the 2A ones should be fine, the Gen 1 should be fine. But the 2C and Gen 3 are a little hard still. Oh, nice! 232. 247. The one and only M train that actually has the yellow poles in there. So, yep, those yellow poles right there. Basically, A series, set 33 is the same idea. The one random train that actually has the yellow poles. All the other ones just have the red ones. It's a very, very easy to remember set because after you get used to it. Now, good that at least we'll be getting M trains for the Tuen Ma line trains. Probably no M trains for the Kun Tong line section though. Okay, this is one of the sets I actually don't know. 222, I don't remember. Is it 187222? I think it's 187. I don't know why there are so many people actually transferring from the bottom platform up here, considering it should be doing cross-platform interchange if you actually want to do that. It's kind of weird. This station is the perfect example on how to do cross-platform interchange. Literally, they are all set up for you to do cross-platform interchange. Oh man, this is why Mong Kok is also one of the nightmares. Not filming during rush hours already, but because rush hour is literally miserable. I'm probably gonna do Prince Edward Station in rush hours though. So just to let you see how many people uses these two stations. The load of the passengers actually, oh, this platform though is kind of off, isn't it? So, because Mong Kok and Prince Edward, the passenger load is pretty similar. 195, oh I suck. Passenger load for Mong Kok and Prince Edward stations are pretty similar considering they're literally the shortest section in the entire MTEL system, 400 meters apart. I don't remember this train actually, I need to search it up. 229. We still do sporting trains in according to the platform numbers, so next will be bottom floor for Central. A lot of people actually, so doors are not closing that fast here. (257) This train again. 282. So hot right now. Sorry about the shake because I'm trying to adjust my shirt. Now there's a reason with the slow speed, because next station is Yamate. With that accident that happened before when the doors flew off at Yamate, so ended off every single train now entering Yamate this way. For central bound, they have to slow down. One thing with Mong Kok Station, after the announcement play for next train arriving, the train takes years before it comes in. One, two, three, 148, I think. Might get some home ending trains later on the other side platform with Whampoa. Even trains entering Mong Kok needs to be slowed down. Like what? 187? I remember this train actually. I don't really remember it. Now I did promise all of you guys I tried to reduce the length of the videos, but now the thing is, actually for the cross-platform interchange, they aren't timed properly. Every single time the trains either arrive early or arrive late. So. Oh man, this train might wait for the Whampoa train. Just kidding. So that's why you see how terrible the timing is. This train will leave, and then this side, since they arrived, the train should move. Q train arrived already. And all of the people just saw the door close. All of the people on the Q train just have to see the door close. Unfortunate. See how slow the train entering. 217, 196. Now because the Prince Edward Station is literally like 400 meters away, so that's why they don't travel that fast too, just to balance out the traveling time. Literally if you travel like max speed, within 20 seconds you should be able to make it between the two stations. So that's why it's possible to do the challenge. Oh man, cops, hang on. Let's walk forward a little bit because we got cops here. Oh no, just kidding, it's 184. Don't know what's with that light over there. Is it because of the C train on the other side? No, definitely not. What is that light? You see one section over there, bright for the train. You can see the reflection of the train, bright color. No idea what that is. 24. Oh, this time it got the perfect timing. Let's see whether these stream online guys made it over. Nope. The Kun Tong line driver is literally trolling. But all the Kun Tong line guys made it over. So finally a good timing, but it's terrible. C train, a Q train. Now at least we'll get two types of train this side, but still, no M trains for sure. Perfect stopping spot. As you see how good the stopping spot is, the Q trains. You're not gonna have terrible stopping spots for Q trains whatsoever. It's just Q trains are probably the most boring train type on the MTEL system. Ooh. Honestly, nothing good about these Q trains. The motors are so weak, no strong motor at all compared to the M trains. And C train 376. Now, honestly speaking, C trains are even more interesting than the Q trains. Because with the new generation trains, all of the designs of the trains are literally the same. If you compare the C trains on the Twin Mile line, the R trains, and the Q trains, they're all exteriors are just exactly the same with the black and gray exterior. So that's why I like the C trains actually a little bit more than the Q trains. Of course, I prefer M trains over both of these types. So, probably no M trains today for off-peak. Here comes the people here now. The train just left on Chin Wan direction. Everyone just walked over. C train here. You check the numbers though. Always just like give hopes. Always just like have hopes that there will be an M train driving in here, but not even close. Just more C trains. Now there's still more C trains than Q trains, but can't see the platform doors blocking it. I can zoom through into the train. Oh yeah, 86 something. Whatever. 866, the 16th C train. So that means 381. Yes. It's hard to use the middle cars, but you can just push. You can just go ahead and do your logic on it. Q train this time, I think. Yep. 763. And this time is a little bit off. still not as off as the other types of trains though. Oh, is that staff? That's not, that's just someone taking photos. But that person taking, like, standing right next to the door is having a yellow. Now, you know, when I do the last train at the end of the platform, I usually do a ton of views, but for Mong Kok Station, this platform, they have a freaking black patch over there. You probably can't see clearly, but there's a black patch that they put on there, which actually blocked off my view for the train, so I'm just gonna stand back for this one. I don't want to put my camera way at the bottom there, so. I think I saw a missing sticker for the first door. You see that patch over there? You can see that? That's the patch I'm talking about, that black patch, completely blocking the way. Not in any other platforms, it's just this platform that having that. Just so stupid, you can see it blocked off the views. Next will be the Whampoa side, and we end the video there. We should have some home ending trains, I think. Ooh! Q train. 775. Okay. Perfect stopping spot. Literally perfect. No problem with the stopping spot. Literally in the middle. Of course, it's not manual. If they actually manually need to actually require manual driving for the Q trains, for sure it's gonna be terrible. Because I was 66 over there for rush hour for M train. That's a pretty funny number, 66. You can see the crossover over there with the lights. One track is actually leading to the Chunman Line platform if you want to go ahead and do it that way. So that's why I earlier said that when there are signal failures, trains can just cross over. Rush hours has started around, I think, 15 to 20 minutes ago. Home maintenance service are already in. Here's a home maintenance service. Not rush hour, but C train 13. This time I got a perfect timing with the interchange. Just arrived as well. So, yes, perfect. Perfect timing this time. Unfortunately, doors didn't close at the same time. If not, we can actually do a racing video. If the people are on the train, they can actually film a racing video, because at the front, a little bit of the tunnel is actually hollow that you can see across the thing. And of course, no M train still. More C trains. It will be a dream if they actually comes onto Kun Tong line. They already said it highly likely it will be on Cheung Kong line instead of actually on Kun Tong line. (361). Well, this is terrible timing. The central train just left, but right now, rush hours, TransWA line literally non-stop, so. Literally non-stop. Kun Tong line is like 2 minutes for a train, but over there is like 1 minute per train, so. They're using every single train that they have, so. Well, of course, more C trains. I will get a good timing this time, arriving on the outside as well, so. I mean, actually, no. The TransWA line train probably gonna miss the Kun Tong line. I mean, the TransWA line passengers, because the train hasn't arrived yet, and it's slowly but surely making its way in. So yes, the TransWA line passengers probably gonna miss the train. Now, all Kun Tong line passengers will be for sure making it to the train over there, but definitely I don't think they do it yet. Yep, the TransWA line guys missed it. Unfortunate. But this is a whole mountain service, so if they're going to Whampoa, they have to wait for one more anyways. Unfortunate. The doors just opened on the outside, everyone walked out, the door closed. Unfortunate is that with the schedules, they cannot really actually wait here, so. One more train and we're ending the video. Another long one. Well, I actually missed it the last train. I didn't get my camera out on time, so I ended up getting another whole mountain service. But this time it's a Q train. That's a terrible stopping spot. Oh, that's definitely off this time for this Q train. Alright, let's board Q train. Oh, we should get a slight racing at the end here. And we should be able to see the M train. There it is. There it is. You see how close we are to it?